Hey, what's going on, Trojan family? Welcome to the USC LAFB show here on the LAFB network. We are Los Angeles Sports. This is your daily dose of USC Trojans news. Quick little break from bashing or diving into whatever you want to call it, into these new rivals rankings, because I was going to do another video kind of where everyone ranks, and I still plan to do that. But just quick little intel on the recruitment of Breck Kolojay, who is one of the top remaining uncommitted interior offensive linemen in the 2026 class. I did a video about him just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, just kind of saying where USC stood, who they were competing with, and, just had some conversations, and, I'm not going to be able to divulge a ton, but I think USC currently sits in a really good spot to gain the commitment of Kolojay. So we'll see when he does officially decide to announce. I remember talking about kind of during his official visit back in June. The thought was kind of right before the fall season began. I think based on kind of where things progress, it could be sooner than that. I mean, we're literally a few weeks away from fall camp beginning anyway. High school seasons usually begin, in late August, early September. So month and a half from the actual season, but, high school summer camps, when I was in high school anyway, we were in practices now. So I'm sure he's already getting back at IMG and getting ready here real soon. So I would not be shocked if an announcement and a commitment does come here rather quickly. Will it be today? Will it be tomorrow? Will it be this week? I don't know. I don't have any information on that. And I'm not confirming anything, but I do think based on what I've heard in conversations, I think USC is in a really, really good spot. Now, what's interesting is, as of now, so hey, maybe you heard it here first, none of the other recruiting sites have really put in any new recruiting predictions for Kolojay. You have 24/7 still has a crystal ball to Georgia. That's what they have as of right now. They also have Tennessee, Miami, and Ohio State as warm. They have USC as cool. So, I'm not saying these guys don't know what they're doing, but that's what they have listed right now. Rivals still has Miami with a strong lead with their prediction at 70%. Then comes Florida, Oklahoma, Georgia, and then USC with just a 2.6% chance. So no crystal balls, no Fong bombs or anything like that have come. So, we'll keep an open mind here, but just based on what I have heard, I do feel good about Kolojay and the prospect of him potentially ending up at SoCal. As I talked about last video, the ties with USC obviously are great. So I won't rehash that a ton, but just really quickly, he plays at IMG Academy, teammates and roommates, or was roommates at least last season, with USC commit Kenai Pepe. So obviously close ties there. He grew up originally in the great state of Colorado, where I am from. Shout out Mountain Vista High School in Colorado, and played youth ball with USC commits Cannon Smith, who is on the interior offensive line, and Mark Bowman, tight end, originally from Colorado, now obviously at Mater Dei. 5-star, I don't care what Rival says, 5-star commit with the USC Trojans. So huge ties there. Zach Hansen has been on this recruitment for quite some time, and I think the sentiment, the connections are certainly growing. And as I said last video, and as I've written about on LFBnetwork.com, this is really the last player that USC is going after before fall begins. So they really hope to gain the commitment of Kolojay, and then basically they'll, I don't want to say shut it down, but essentially be like, all right, now we'll use the remaining 3 spots. We'll use all of fall to kind of evaluate the remaining 3 spots and whether they go after a flip candidate or specific positions, whether it's another tight end, whether it's another linebacker, whatever it may be. They'll wait for the fall to do those evaluations and perhaps get, a couple official visits for guys that still have some to burn out there in the fall. So this is the last real guy they're going after right now for the summer. So if it does happen, great. Then we can kind of look forward to the fall season for real football and kind of look at what they do with those 3 spots. If he does end up deciding to go to Miami or Georgia, or like I said before, I wouldn't count Colorado out. I know none of the other sites really list them, but he's from Colorado originally. So I don't know if I'd really count them fully out. But like I said, in my opinion, by my conversation, I think USC is the school to beat right now for Kolojay. If you guys care about the rankings, and there's a lot of huffing and puffing going on, Rivals has him listed as the 45th ranked interior offensive lineman. 24/7 Sports has him as the 21st ranked interior offensive lineman, and ESPN has him as the 6th ranked interior offensive lineman. So industry ranking puts him right at 30. Either way, great player. 6'5", 320. I mean, dude's a mammoth. You saw the official visit pictures with him in the Trojan gear and the sword. Like, dude looks great in cardinal and gold. So would love to give him out here, and hopefully he joins this historic 2026 class. USC has 6 offensive linemen already committed, so this would be a monster offensive line class if he does commit, making the total 7. Currently 3 interior, 3 offensive tackles, so he would be the 4th interior. Obviously, with how young these guys are, bodies changing, there's going to be some shifting, some versatility around once they actually get to campus and, 2-3 years into their career with the Trojans. You could see guys move to the outside, move to the inside. I mean, how many times have we seen just in the last 3 years guys move from tackle to guard to center? I mean, just last year, Jonah Monheim was a tackle 2 years ago and was a starting center last year. So all these guys have versatility and have great size, which is what we've been needing and lacking since going into the Big Ten. So really building the trenches the right way. So we'll keep you posted. Keep it right here on the USC LAFB YouTube channel. Obviously, everything is up at LAFBnetwork.com. You can follow me at Ryan Dyrud LAFB on Twitter. So any new information we get, we'll share. Obviously, want nothing but the best for this young man as he's going to make his commitment, this decision. So hopefully he does that in due time whenever he wants. But feel really good about where USC sits. We'll see if it comes to fruition here in the next week, 2 weeks, or before fall ball begins. Thank you, Trojan family, as always, for hanging out with me. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already and become a member. Certainly helps us out. Part of your membership is donated to youth sports initiatives in Los Angeles. I'm Ryan Dyrud. As always, fight on.